Hi everyone! So I'm back with my last IMATS haul video, and in this video I'm going to talk about brushes that I got while I was there. So I am kind of a huge brush junkie. Like brushes and eyeshadows and blushes are like the three things that I have the most of probably, because I just love all of them and I just always want new ones and different ones and stuff. I always want to test new ones even though I don't need any at all. But so I went to all of the brush companies and you should know that I have kind of a lot of Hakuhodo brushes, and if you haven't done any research on that company, this is how their name is spelled. Hakuhodo. Hakuhodo is how you say it. Or actually on their website they say Hakuhodo, like Hoodo. Hakuhodo. I feel kind of silly saying that. But I have a lot of their brushes, and they are a Japanese brush company that sells what pretty much everybody says are like the best quality brushes you can find in the world. They're just really, really good quality, and they actually had them at the IMATS trade show, and I got several of their brushes, so I'll show you those in a minute. But so I'm kind of spoiled by those. Like, I know what a quality brush is. So I'm always wanting to go and see other brushes though, like even though I know what the best brushes in the world are like, and I own several of those, I always want to see brushes from every company. And so when I was at IMATS, I went around to a lot of the cheaper brush companies. They had a lot, like 5, 6 brush companies at least, and a lot of the ones that are very inexpensive, like Crown Brush, and there were a couple of others there. Royal and something was another one of the big ones, or I can't remember, it's like 2 people's names. Anyway, that was another one. And I just looked at all the brushes. Of course, every company you can find some brushes that work just fine for you and everything, but in general, all the cheaper brush companies, I was not impressed by their brushes, except for one. And that company was called Designer Makeup Tools. So this is their little flyer that they had. And they said that their website is designermakeuptoolsusa.com. And I think they might be an Australia-based company, because they also had a website that said that it was for Australia, and that was just designermakeuptools.com. But for the United States, it's designermakeuptoolsusa.com. And so that company, they had a lot of really good brushes that were cheap. And in fact, I totally did not need them, but I thought my sister might want them, so I picked up several, and it turned out that, yeah, she was really impressed, and so she actually bought them off of me. And so I don't have them here to show you, but the prices of them, I got like a really nice powder brush that was like the size of my MAC 150 powder brush, a large powder brush, and that one that I got from them I thought was a lot nicer than this MAC one. The one that I bought from them was like a combination of goat hair and blue squirrel hair. Or I think it said goat and squirrel, but I assume it was probably blue squirrel because I know what that feels like, and it felt really similar. But blue squirrel hair is one of the more expensive hairs that they make brushes out of. It's very soft and very good quality, and that brush just felt amazing. It was great for powder, and it was $15. It was a really nice brush for $15. I mean, it was better than the MAC ones that I felt. So I was really impressed by that. And then also there was a blush brush that they had that was similar to this one that I have, but mine is all old and icky. And it was the same kind of hair, and it was like, I want to say like $12, something like that. And then they had one like my MAC 168. It was a little bit smaller, but it felt amazing too, and it was great. And it was literally, it was like $6.90 for this brush. I mean, it was amazing. And then there was one that was similar to my little MAC 239, and it was like $6. And so I was just really impressed. The only 2 that I have actually from their company is this little Buki brush. It's like a smallish sized Buki brush. It's kind of smaller. It's not the big size. This is the big size. I got that one from them. But this one was $5, and it is some nice hair. I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's made nice. It's incredibly soft. It feels like squirrel hair, blue squirrel hair, and it's so nice. $5. And then this one is also very nice. It feels like a combination of goat and blue squirrel to me. and it was $15. I think it was 10 or 15. I can't remember right now. But their company also had my friend. She bought some shadows from them that were really good, and they were pretty cheap. But I just had already bought so many shadows, I didn't really look much at them. And then she got, and I wish I had seen this while we were there because I didn't see it until that night. But she got a makeup brush roll that was $15, and it was so nice. I mean, it was a really nice brush roll, like just really well made, really useful, like the size of it and how it was made. And for $15, I mean, it was like $100. It looked like $100 brush roll for $15. So that company was really awesome. I don't know if they sell all their products to consumers on their website or not, but if they do, you should definitely check them out. And if not, then keep an eye out for them at a future IMATS, because they had some good stuff. Like, of all of those inexpensive-ish brush companies, like that's the one that I would go to if I were you. Definitely. They had good quality stuff for cheap. So then I also went to this company's table. It's called, and I don't know how to pronounce this, Bdellium Tools, perhaps. And so this is their green line, and I was really impressed with the quality of these two. They're all synthetic, and I just bought 3 because these 2 are stippling brushes, and they remind me of my 2 MAC stippling brushes. They just the big one that they have, and then the small one is 130. MAC 130. It's like the same size, and this is the same size as the big MAC one. Mine is like over there, so I don't want to go grab it, but these were, let's see, this one was $10, this one was $9, and this one was $8. So I thought that was a really good price for good quality brushes, and this one's like a flat foundation brush. It feels like my Sigma F80. It feels a lot like that one, but it's softer a little bit. Like it's a little bit softer, and actually these are a little bit softer too. Like I was kind of intrigued by them because I felt them, and they've got like more of the little like spiky parts, like to stippling brushes, like the little stipple fibers. It's got a little bit more than a normal stippling brush, and they feel a little bit softer. So I was kind of intrigued, and I thought, they're really inexpensive, and I kind of wanted to try and see what I could do with those. So I haven't really had a chance to use them much, but they're really good quality, and they look nice, and they're pretty neat. So I picked those up, and then I also picked up several brushes from Hakuhodo. So it's like my favorite brush company of all time. I have many of their brushes. In fact, if you want to hear about more of their brushes, just let me know, because I will probably be doing more videos on their brushes. But so I picked up several of their brushes while I was there, and the 4 that I'm probably most excited about because of the price of them are these 4 brushes. So these 2 little brushes right here are amazing for like crease work. This one's a little bit bigger and fluffier. This one is just like the bomb diggity right here. I didn't know, you don't know until you start to go to use them which is the one that's going to be your favorite. So I got them both because they were both relatively inexpensive. They were around $20 a piece, which sounds maybe like a lot to some people, but for Hakuhodo that's not very much really. And so this is my MAC 217. So here you can see the size difference. And so the Hakuhodo ones are both just round all the way around. So they're smaller. And I have a really small eye, so I like this size of the Hakuhodo ones a lot. And then these 2 brushes, they're totally filthy. I've been using them. I used this one for that bright Inglot one I had. But these, you feel them, they feel ridiculously soft. I can't believe even that these are goat hair because they're so soft. And goat hair is usually, I mean, it's soft, but this is soft. I mean, even with all the other Hakuhodo brushes that I have, I mean, this is crazy awesome. They're great, and they're just made so beautifully. They're awesome sizes that I don't see a lot. Like this one is like a little tapered brush. You can use it for contour. You can use it for blush, you can use it for highlight, you can use it for, anything, any kind of powder on your face that you want, really. And it's very small. Actually, if I show you my, let's see, I'll show you my MAC 168 with it. So that's that one next to my MAC 168. This is if I turn it. And my MAC 168 is kind of fluffy right now because it's been a while since I washed it. And so then I got this one, which looks like the MAC 168. So MAC Hakuhodo. But it's actually, if you look at them this way, the Hakuhodo one is quite a bit smaller. It's quite a bit smaller. It's more petite, but I love it. I actually like the size of the Hakuhodo one better than the MAC one. But anyway, so I was so excited about these because they were actually pretty inexpensive for Hakuhodo. These are big, you know, face brushes, incredibly soft, and they were really around like $30 a piece. One of them or both of them may have been like $36, which is pretty good for Hakuhodo. That's not bad at all. So anyway, I was excited about those, and then I also got these two little tiny detail brushes, which are awesome little, I think they're pony hair, horsehair or something, but they're very soft, and this is them compared to my MAC 239. So they're very small little brushes, and I've been using those for detail stuff, and I just really like them. They're really nice. And then I got, this one is the most expensive brush that I got, and I was like, oh, it's so nice. This is made of a type of squirrel hair. I think it's called Causin squirrel, perhaps, or Canadian squirrel. It's one or the other, but it's a rare type of squirrel hair that's very expensive, and this is it next to my MAC 168. So it's a very smallish little brush, but it's the softness of it, it's just amazing, and it's flat, and it's just, I just thought it was the coolest shape, the coolest size. You could use it for anything, and I just had to have it because it was so unique and soft, and I just like it. I love it so much. I just want to eat it, but then I couldn't use it, and I would probably get sick, so I won't do that. But anyway, so I got that, and then I also got this brush right here, which is, I think, made of the same hair as this one, because it is just amazingly perfect. Look at that. How amazing it's made. I mean, these things are crafted extraordinarily. Like, you don't even see one hair. It looks like a solid mass of hair, but it's so soft. You have no idea. But at the same time, it's stiff enough to blend, but it's so soft, like you barely feel it. Like, I don't even know how to explain this. You have to feel it. But these were the most expensive. I think this one might have been like $58 or something, or $68, so it was a lot. And then this one was maybe close to $50, I think, or something of that nature. But this one, great for like crease stuff, any kind of blending out. It's just really cool brush, and very different kind of, because it's so thick. It's very thick. If you can see, it's like pointed but thick. Anyway, so those are the things that I got from IMATS. I think that concludes everything. I feel like I've been talking for a million years here. But so thank you for sticking with me, if you stuck with me, and thank you for watching. I'm so happy to finally be on YouTube and doing videos, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and it was nice to meet you, nice to see you, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye! Thanks!